Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another Transformers Prime reaction for you guys. This is Season 2, Episode 16. Of course, we're not on the title until I get into the episode. We finally finished a 4-episode arc where everybody, of course, Team Autobot, was spread out, all these different artifacts and everything, and the last 2 episodes, for some reason, was ending with Bulkhead coming through a portal, basically, obviously, coming back to base, and he's knocked out on the ground. Now, Episode 4, we got to see what actually happened. This Toxin, as it called, which is a clever name, by the way, was basically affecting him because he had a piece of it trying to throw it away in a volcano to obliterate it, because this was used apparently in the war on Cybertron. And he was like worried that, you know, hey, if this gets into Megatron's hands, he can mass produce this or whatever, and it wouldn't be good at all. Like, he almost died in the process. And then we see what happens to him, where he gets shot in the back by apparently a talking Insecticon, which someone said Insecticons talked before. But I don't remember hearing that, or even remember that happening in the show. But maybe it did. Apologies if it did, I just don't remember. But regardless, I'm curious to see where we go from here, because we literally ended the last 2 episodes, like I said, with Bulkhead knocked out, you know, in the base. So I don't know what the next step is in terms of, is it Bulkhead going to be recovering? Are we going to be flashing back to this whole thing? Because, like I said, we ended the last 2 episodes in this one spot. So, like, what's the next move? My assumption is we're going to see what happens immediately after that. But who knows, right? This show is full of surprises, so you just never know. So without further ado, let's get into now Season 2, Episode 16 of Transformers Prime. Let's go. Okay, back from New York. Okay. Oh.
Let me guess. You and Raph spend all your drive time listening to chiptunes. Scheduled partner, Bulkhead.
Okay, right after, okay.
Bulkhead? Bulkhead?
It ain't working.
What happened? No! If I hadn't gone to New York...
There's nothing you could
Nothing
have
you could
done.
have done, exactly.
Hardshell sucker punched the big love. How is this possible?
It's always so angry.
Relics, each within our grasp. I have none, my lord.
My lord.
We failed to retrieve the toxin. Hardshell, are you certain the one called Bulkhead was exterminated?
No.
By
Well,
my very own hand. Highlights of your Big Apple adventure got caught on security tape. The Pentagon needs me to run interference with the mayor.
Wheeljack's on his way.
Wheelejack. Okay.
Where are you going?
Home! Well, Agent Fowler can still give me a lift.
Bulkhead is stable for the moment, but I've
That's
had
good.
to reduce stasis.
I've watched you work. You're a maestro.
The toxin exposure has caused system-wide shutdown on a submicronic
It's gotta be a way to reverse it.
I can't even begin to operate.
Where are you going there? Well, I know where he's going, but... I knew it.
What are
Okay.
you doing here? I get it. You want payback.
But you don't need to be here to do this.
Bulkhead's my partner, too. I know who did it.
So you need her.
Take me, and I'll tell you.
This is not a good idea. Just saying, not a good idea.
Detailing was so much easier when Breakdown was around. How am I supposed to concentrate?
Oh shit.
Maybe 6
Be
troopers
careful.
in the main cavern. Looks like they're just using it for storage.
She's gonna be found. That was close. He said he wanted to make noise. He's making noise. Careful. Oh.
This isn't about me, Lord Megatron. The Insecticons are creating dissension among the ranks.
What is it?
Nice operation you got.
I figured it was him.
Megatron. Although technically, you might say it's under new management.
The loss of one asset is hardly a blow to the Decepticon cause.
Oh, just wait.
Maybe, but I'm gonna keep on hitting them. Tried. Are you saying the Autobot lives?
No, he's not bluffing.
So here's the deal.
Just in case you ever wondered what 3 tons of exploding energon sounds like.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's not bluffing. He's doing it. Oh, shit.
Lord Megatron, I swear upon the
Oh, I swear upon it.
The Autobot could not have survived his wounds.
Tuckered? Tired?
He's gonna make it.
He will. Because he's a main character. They're not going to kill him off, right?
Bulkhead's the toughest wrecking ball. Bulkhead's too stubborn not to pull through. I know it, and I bet you do too.
Oh, now she's awake. I'm about to say it's best that she's stay there.
What's the plan? We had a deal. You
Well,
said I could help.
Yeah, but
And
you
you did.
did, but... It's for the best if you stay there, Miko. I understand your frustration, but you cannot go out there. They're waiting for him, I bet.
Bug?
Oh, we go. Here we go. Oh. Damn. That scream. Get the blades out. Here we go. Yep. Damn. All right. Oh, the spinning. That was good. That was a good move.
During battle is a sign of weakness.
Only when you're too primitive to do two things at once.
Even a good comeback, too. Oh. Exactly. Dude, okay. You got a plan here? Holy crap, dude. I don't even know. He's still alive. I'm surprised after all that. I'm like, okay, is he dead?
Your spark will now belong to
He's not gonna die. He's not gonna die. Oh. Oh shit. What? Is he dead? You might want to leave. You might want to leave. Okay, they're so lucky because I don't think. Okay. Is he just gonna chuck him out? He sold the whole thing. Holy shit. You don't want to know what they did. Well.
Bulkhead will survive. He may
Okay.
never be fully functional again.
Huh? So wait. Okay.
I'm never leaving you again.
Whoa.
The Autobot did this?
It was a human girl.
This episode was emotional, impactful, and had a team up I was not expecting, but it makes sense because of Bulkhead. Wheelejack and Miko teaming up together, and they actually took out the freaking Hardshell or whatever, the main Insecticon that we had saw that basically almost killed Bulkhead. They took him out. Like, Miko actually did it, but they took him out. And they killed a bunch of Insecticons in the process, like a bunch of them. It was pretty crazy because I honestly was expecting, because this show, and I should actually not be surprised that they did this, because normally this show is like, we're going to have some injuries, we're going to have some close calls with characters, but there's never going to be really any lasting impact, really. But we're going to see some stuff that raises the stakes a little bit. However, I should not be surprised by this. They're actually really implying that Bulkhead may never really be himself again. Like, who knows how long it's going to be. Now, maybe next episode, he wakes up and things start to get back to kind of normal. But maybe it's a slow recovery process for his character, and maybe it's some sort of thing where they're going to lead up to the finale where he breaks out of his, like, you know, whatever. Like, he basically becomes Bulkhead again. Like, right, there's some big moment that occurs, maybe. Just theorizing. But they're really implying that he may really never be himself again. And before they even realized this was the kind of, you know, basically path they're going to be taking with the storyline, Miko and Wheelejack just immediately go and get revenge. Now, obviously, Miko didn't, you know, just show up and like ask Wheelejack. Like, she forced her way onto his ship and everything. And they basically go to a mining cave and they make all a bunch of noise. He sends her in there with like a little camera or whatever so he can see what's going on in the cave. Probably not smart because she could easily be found. But then they cause a bunch of noise and everything, and of course they're just enticing. Come on. Megatron, he seems like he's smart. And I say he seems like he's smart because he really makes some dumb decisions. Because he assumes, I can just go send the guy that supposedly killed Bulkhead. He was wrong. I'm going to send Hardshell. I think that's his name. Anyways, I'm going to send him to get the job done to actually take out an Autobot because he failed the first time when he claimed, oh yeah, I did do it. No, actually you didn't do it. Go get that spark. Megatron should have thought this through. But maybe technically, I guess you could say he did, because he also had a bunch of Insecticons on standby, and they somehow allowed Wheeljack to crawl or slowly trudge back to his ship enough time to go to leave. They were like swarming him. Timing wise, it just doesn't make sense to me how he was able to get back to the ship, because he wasn't like that close to it really, and he somehow got back and was able to start the ship up and everything started flying up, and then they started shooting. I don't know, because I was thinking with that shot, I thought, okay, we're killing off Wheeljack right here, right now, right? We're killing off this character, because that would be a crazy moment, right? They all swarm Wheeljack, and he sacrifices himself, and he has like a grenade or something or whatever, and he takes out a couple of Insecticons, and she's able to get away. That'd be pretty crazy, right? But no, they actually kill out a bunch of Insecticons in the process, and he somehow gets to get back to his ship beforehand. I don't understand the logic in that, but okay. Do I really think they're going the route of Bulkhead never really being himself again? I don't think so. I think this is a temporary thing that they will fix, and we'll see Bulkhead be Bulkhead again. But it may be a slow process, right? Because if this show doesn't have stakes, which it does, but not to this extent, we've never really had this before, then the show would be kind of boring if there was no stakes, no real risk or anything to it. Like, right, like anything that happens that's like damage or whatever, close calls, it's never really a long-lasting thing. It's very quick, done. Not so much here, because Bulkhead didn't have anything to do in this episode besides he's laying there, and maybe the presumption is he's not going to be really waking up or anything for quite a bit. Maybe next episode, maybe in 2 or 3 episodes, who knows. But I would give them a round of applause if they keep him out for a couple episodes. Not because of like, they have no use for the character, or they don't know what to do with the character, because literally he sacrificed himself in a sense to get rid of the toxin and then almost died in the process. So with them saying, with Ratchet saying that, feels like he may never really be himself again. He'll survive, but who knows what's really going to happen long term. It's really indicating that they, are putting that high risk there in terms of like, this is going to change the show. I don't think Wheeljack is going to be around more. It was interesting to at least see him in the episode, right? Because he is a wild card, but I don't see him being a permanent, character in the show in terms of like a main character. But maybe I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe he will actually end up being one. Can't talk today. Sorry. But yeah, so I was quite surprised with this episode. Some intense action for sure. That fight between Hardshell, I think that's his name once again, keeps saying that, but I just want to make sure, because if I'm wrong, then I apologize. But that fight between him and Wheeljack was pretty awesome. Like, it's honestly one of the better fights that I've seen on this show. And there's been a lot of action scenes on this show, and there's been some fantastic fights, some decent fights, and just chaos and mayhem is too hard to follow. But here, I think this was pretty well done in terms of having Wheeljack with his 2 swords. It really adds some variety to the action scenes. So they were able to kind of use that to their advantage, because that spinning move where he like dives and just like spins with the swords out, really effective, really cool. And then you have that shot where literally he's holding up Wheeljack and he's just slamming his arm into, like, I thought he was stabbing him and shit, like killing him, and he almost died in the process. It's very clear he almost died. Shows the intensity of this show. It really does. So that's the reaction, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode of Transformers Prime. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I'm excited to see what happens next. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.